you excited for your walk? Maybe? Maybe?
So yesterday was supposed to be the day. And then the day before that was also supposed to be the day. But then it wasn't, so they said maybe tomorrow. So that was supposed to be the day. Tomorrow came and went. It was not the day. They called me yesterday, which was the original tomorrow, and they said, how about Monday? And today is Saturday. Am I confusing you at all? What I mean is the gravel, which we still do not have, but it's supposed to be delivered on Monday. Today is Saturday. So we have 2 more days. So we took the opportunity yesterday to get a little bit more yard work done before all the gravel. Oh, look at this beautiful courtyard that's shaping up so nicely here in the center. So we have the circle drive around it, and this is where all the gravel is going to be placed. That's coming Monday. And also back there in our little RV pad patio, we have some weed barrier down here. As you can see, we installed that a couple days ago with some friends of ours, and a little border around it to hold in the rocks. And one of the things we're really looking forward to is getting this RV pad done, because that's going to make it so much nicer for people to stay with us. A few people already have, and they've just been parked here in this dirt. But that's going to be all gravel here, and then that right there is going to be their own graveled patio with smaller pea gravel. So it's going to be really nice to put chairs out and grill and all that good stuff. So are you enjoying all the yard work?
It's good exercise. I'm enjoying the fact that it's going to be done soon.
If you're one of those people who doesn't believe that it gets cold in Arizona, it was down to about 15 degrees here a couple days ago. Today it's supposed to be about 71. Next week, down into the 50s for highs and low 30s for lows. I know according to, or compared to like Minnesota or really cold places in the US, it doesn't compare. Or Canada. But we don't live there. We live here to avoid that cold. So sometimes it's kind of frustrating how cold it is. But we're almost out of it. We're almost out of it.
If we wanted not cold, we'd live in Yuma.
If we wanted not cold, we would live in Yuma. What are your plans for that thing right there, the Airstream?
Well, the friends who we just had stay with us were fellow Airstreamers, and I got to see some of the inside of their rig, and it re-inspired me to work on. We have some things that are just broken and need to get fixed, and then some things that have just been bothering us. But when you live in it and you have no real way of getting, like, doing big work, it's just, you just live with it. But now I'm re-inspired, so I've been ordering or looking at stuff on Amazon. So I think there's going to be some repairs, some renovations, and some redecorating happening here soon.
I think last night during happy hour, we used the term vacation home. Let's turn the Airstream into something that feels more like a vacation home rather than what we traveled around full time in for the past 3 years, and things like seals need to be replaced and things aren't working correctly. So after all that, we do a little bit of an update, change out some things, make it nicer. I think we're gonna want to start traveling a little bit more at that point.
Yeah, so the summer it will feel good to be in it again. So there's nothing wrong with what we have now, except for some things are slightly broken.
More than slightly sometimes.
It just feels tired.
Like that pop-up counter, that's no worky.
Oh, I ordered that part. So that's
okay.
like, it's all easy little things. It just got to be a lot. Well, some of them are bigger things. But it just got to be a lot, and so the Airstream just feels kind of tired. Just like we were kind of tired at the end of last year. And so we're just gonna give it a little bit of a
little TLC.
Little treatment.
Little TLC. It's finally happening. Today is the day. We just got the gravel delivery. Pea gravel is in our front yard. Let's start the courtyard.
You can take the rake and take the
We have two piles. This one obviously is for the courtyard here, and the other pile there is for the RV patio, and we're gonna move some of that to around the house as well. Woo! Just a little bit windy today, but let's get to it. Windy out here. Thunderstorms are coming in like you can see behind me. I don't know if you can hear this. It's a harrowing experience. I'm just going to show you. I was gonna give you a little debrief last night after we did everything, but it was so windy outside. There was no way you were gonna hear me. So I'm gonna do it this morning instead. This is the next morning. We got a nice rain last night, filled up our freshwater tank, or rainwater catchment tank about halfway or so. So I'll probably dump that in a little bit later today. But here we are. Everything is done. The courtyard, RV pad, that's all graveled. For about 3 hours, we worked like dogs, but we got it all finished. And Courtney's idea was to border this area, this courtyard area, with rocks. So it has a nice little border around it, and that really worked well. We were really scrambling to get that done because it was windy and the rain was coming. We wanted to get it done, and we did just in time, like 10 minutes. 10 minutes before the rain came, we put the last rock down. So all in all, it went well. And our next order of business is to start using this area for something. So we have ideas like a chimenea. We've already picked out a couple on Amazon that we're trying to decide on. So we have a little fire pit out here, some chairs, some chase lounges, just a seating area with maybe flagstone or something. We're not exactly sure how all that's gonna work yet, but this was the base. This was the foundation that we had to get in place first. And now it's in, and we're excited. We're excited for this, and there's one more project that we're doing right now. I think we talked about this a little earlier, but we have some metal support structures here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put on a metal covered patio right here to expand our living space a little bit. We're going to make this, it's not going to be concrete, but it's going to be similar to that. And the idea is we'll probably bring out like an outdoor table or something, so we have a proper dinner table, which we don't have inside, and we'll expand our living space outside with this nice little covered patio. In the winter when it's cold, we could bring out like a propane heater or something, but in the summer, it'll be slightly warm, of course, but the covered patio will provide some shade, and we'll have fans out there and things like that. So we are really looking forward to getting this in so we can start using a covered patio. We're looking forward to getting all the courtyard stuff in so we can start using that as well. So in a couple months, this is gonna be one party pad. You know, because we're partiers. How sore are you from yesterday?
Very sore, though I was more sore last night. I told Steve that he had an 80-year-old wife last night because
An 80-year-old?
I couldn't really move. But I'm feeling a little bit better today. By tomorrow, I think I'll be back to semi-normal. But my back is very sore.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to more? This or the patio that we're having put on? Which one?
The patio, but that's
Oh.
because I'm going to have a table where I could have people eat dinner.
Oh, I told him that.
But we're not going to get that table till after my parents sell their house, so they may not be until like the end of spring. So I may not have that really until like fall. So this is almost complete. We just need to buy the chimenea that we're going to put in there, and then we're going to get the furniture in like 2 weeks from my parents, and then we'll be able to sit around and have a fire. So that'll be used more quickly. But I'm looking forward to the table where we could have people sit and not eat off their laps.
And I will leave you with this. Our dogs are pretty interesting fellers. Well, they're female fellers because they're not male. Fellers is like there's an implication of male. Anyway, our dogs are interesting. Penny told me that they started their own Instagram account. I don't know how they did this, but they did. And they begged me to put the link in the description below of the dog's Instagram account. So I will do that. If you have any interest in our dogs, which most of you seem to, you don't care about us, you care about the dogs, click over to it, follow if you like. Everything comes from them. You would think that we're the ones uploading the photos and commenting. No, Patty and Penny just log on a couple times a day, and it's all them. So show them some love. Show them some love. Oh wow, check this out. We just noticed this huge divot. I think this was the gravel truck from yesterday. But that's okay. It happens. It happens.